referee should have stopped it earlier on. Muraco's still not hurt, though. I think he's all right. He is tough. We'll be back. It's like a metamorphosis. Morales, his conduct outside the squared circle, contrasted to his conduct inside. Back with more. We'll be back with the next match from Madison Square Garden in just a moment. Madison Square Garden in just a moment.
John McGolvery along with Billy Red Lyons, and this is one they came to see. The left-hand side of the screen, just disrobing. 305 pounds of Killer Khan from Mongolia up against the St. Louis Buzzsaw. 240 pounds of Johnny Weaver. He has his work cut out for him.
Does he ever, John? You know, look at the size of this Killer Khan. 305 pounds, and is he put together, or isn't he?
They like Johnny Weaver. Weaver has the crowd on his side, and he'll work that to his best advantage. He'll need it. Killer Khan, just to give you an example of how big this guy really is 4 pounds heavier than Angelo Mosca.
Yes, and I believe he may be a couple inches taller than Big Ange.
While we watch them settle in, we'll do the same. And here's Billy Red Lyons with the latest list of upcoming Maple Leaf Wrestling events.
I'd like to remind all our fans in the Brantford area that Maple Leaf Wrestling returns to the Brantford Civic Center this coming Monday, November the 16th at 8 p.m. But tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens, Frank Tunney has come up with another spectacular card. You'll see Mike Davis, Ron Fuller, Mike Miller, and Victor Jovica. Johnny Weaver will go up against Charlie Fulton. Then an NWA TV title match, Outlaw Ron Bass takes on Kurt Von Hess. For the Canadian title, 2 referees in this match. Angelo King Kong Mosca will go up against the current Canadian champion, Big John Studd. Andre the French Giant returns to take on Killer Khan. And finally, an NWA World Heavyweight match, Rick Nature Boy Flair, the champion, puts his title on the line against Harley Race. Remember, that all takes place tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. Don't miss it.
We are back. Maple Leaf Gardens, packed house, watching the man from Mongolia, Killer Khan, against Johnny Weaver, St. Louis, Missouri, 240 pounds. And Johnny Weaver deserves all the credit in the world just for getting into the ring with this guy. I talked to him before the match began, and he says, I've been around. I know what to do.
He sure has. He knows all the moves. You don't have to feel sorry for Johnny Weaver just because he's outweighed by 65 pounds here. He knows his way around the ring. He's been up against a lot of big ones, tough ones before. However, not too often you get one the size of Killer Khan, because there's not too many in the business over 300 pounds.
He is massive. There is no doubt about that. Exceptionally powerful build, and he also, of course, uses that to his great advantage to wear down most of his opponents. Look, he picks Weaver up in that headlock.
No effort whatsoever for Khan. Tremendous strength. Got to remember, Johnny Weaver, he's no lightweight, weighs in at 240. Kahn just whips that neck around and puts him right off the ground.
It's amazing, though, when you have a man the size of Kahn that we would even suggest that Johnny Weaver at 240 pounds may be considered a lightweight.
Yes, well, maybe, you know, when a fella gets over 200 pounds, he's a pretty good-sized man.
Yes, sir. Terry Orkston with a watchful eye. On the big man, Killer Kahn stalking Johnny Weaver into the corner, chops down on the small of the back, and Weaver felt that. Again, in the very same area, goes to work, and then with the foot, a fourth time, trying to wear Weaver down.
Yeah, this time a double chop by Killer Kahn. And for a man 305 pounds, doesn't he move, John?
It's amazing that he has the moves that he does. Very dexterous. But if the buzzsaw can only get wound up, use his speed. Kahn likes to work in that area of the back.
And whips him back into the turnbuckle. And Johnny Weaver bounces out into the middle of the ring.
He is working Weaver over right now.
Well, Killer Kahn sits on his back, reaches down, has a front face lock.
That would do me in, just sitting on me.
Oh, you get all that weight on your back. Very hard to make a counter from this position, especially when you've had a fellow like Killer Kahn working on your back, chopping away the way he was. However, Johnny Weaver still got lots of fight left in him.
He's got lots of support, too. You could hear the fans in a rhythmic type clap that Weaver has heard before. Now, whether or not he could hear that with that vice-like grip of Kahn's around his ears and face remains to be seen, but that has worked wonders before in the past for Johnny Weaver.
Well, now Weaver trying to get into position to make a counter. He's got a hold of both legs. Now, if he could just get under a little further, and up he comes. He got out of there. However, he's going to have to get on his bicycle and start moving away from this Kahn if he hopes to upset this big fella from Mongolia.
That's the secret. You can't play his game and hope to win, so you're going to have to keep on the move.
Oh, you can't stand toe-to-toe with a fellow like Kahn.
If he gets his way in the ring, it could be fatal.
Well, there we see Johnny Weaver try to pull a leg out from under him, but just didn't have quite enough strength. Kahn still working on that back. Makes him once again, whips him into the ropes. Catches him with a double chop as he bounces off the ropes. Now stomps in the middle of the back.
And for the most part, Kahn has had pretty well his own way. The crowd is just bursting at the seams, hoping that a guy who has given them a lot of good moments here can do something about it.
And Johnny Weaver moved just in the nick of time. And you must remember, when Kahn comes down, that's 305 pounds coming through the air.
Turnbuckle. And Weaver may be about to do his thing. Sleeper!
He's got him hooked in that sleeper, John. And we could have an upset here if Weaver can manage to keep him in the center of that ring. And no, he couldn't quite hold it. Now Kahn comes off again. And
305 pounds over his back.
Somehow reached down.
It's amazing. The only way he can get the sleeper on him is to straddle him because he's not tall enough to do it the conventional way.
Oh, and Kahn ran into that turnbuckle. Weaver went head first right into that turnbuckle. No doubt he dazed himself there. He doesn't know quite where he's at now. Now Kahn reaches him up for his side. Backbreaker, down he comes. Johnny Weaver in a bad way right now.
He's on the second story.
Up on the second story, and you're looking at 305 pounds of down.
Oh!
And what a vicious knee drop that was, John. We could have a winner right here.
3. That would finish anybody. There's your winner. Let's get it officially at ringside from Norm Kimber.
The winner of the match, 8 minutes, 9 seconds, Killer Khan. Introducing first in the blue corner, from California, weighing 260 pounds, Jesse the Body Ventura. His opponent in the red corner, from New York City, weighing 250 pounds, the Boogie Woogie Man, handsome Jimmy Valiant. Referees for this event, Tommy Young and Terry Yorkston, 1 fall.
Boogie Woogie Man appealing now to the crowd. He has Jesse the Body Ventura pretty well in hand right here. We were talking just before we broke for that list of events, Bill. I know that some of the fans were hoping to see Ricky Steamboat in this final championship bout of the tournament, but he sustained an injury at the hands of Roddy Piper after he had won his match, so that was most unfortunate.
Yes, well, there'll be another day.
Yep.
Oh, and the Boogie Woogie Man rams Ventura into the turnbuckle once again. Now the Boogie Woogie Man whips him into the turnbuckle. Oh. Ventura moved just in the nick of time. What would you say, John? East against west here. Ventura.
That's right. New York City, California. The Boogie Woogie Man, of course, would like to see Ventura go west, stay there.
Well, Boogie Woogie Man says, I don't know what kind of car that Ventura is driving. He says, but whatever it is, if I have my way, he's going to be driving the same old clunker after tonight. He says, well, I go back to New York City in that new Cadillac.
You know, the route that the Boogie Woogie Man took to the final here was a relatively easy one. His first match, I think, was over in less than a minute, and it didn't take much longer in his second match.
Yes, like you say, I think both matches all told went less than 4 minutes. So he should have a lot of unused energy, but no doubt he's going to need it if he expects to come out on top against Ventura.
Meanwhile, Ventura beat Rotunda and Johnny Weaver to get here, and that was no easy task.
No, it wasn't. So if you look at it from that standpoint, I'd say that Ventura has had the harder night so far. Now the Boogie Woogie Man with a kick to the midsection. And then honest, he's Mr. Perpetual Motion. He never stops moving, does he?
Now, even when he's hit real hard, he continues to dance around. Good way to slosh it off. He's not doing it right now, though, as the big fella from California got a piece of him. Look at that foot on the rope.
Well, what have we got here?
I don't know, but he had a foot on the rope.
Says we got a winner.
No, Terry Yorkston was there.
Terry Yorkston says, wait a minute.
He had a foot on the rope.
He did. He had the foot on the rope, John. There's no doubt about that. There's Terry Yorkston says, no way.
Now you see the advantage of the two referees.
Right. There's about, well, you got to remember, there's an 82 Cadillac riding on this.
Terry Yorkston
went flying. Terry Yorkston right into the turnbuckle. Now it goes back to work on the Boogie Woogie Man. Terry Yorkston still laying on the mat on the other side. Now Boogie Woogie Man rolls Ventura. That's it. And he's... Now,
there's the winner of the 1982 Cadillac, the Boogie Woogie Man.
And everybody comes up on the ramp. We're all out here congratulating the Boogie Woogie Man. There's the winner, John, to the new 82 Cadillac. The Boogie Woogie Man from New York City.
And there's a good way to go out with his theme. The Boogie Woogie Man's theme, and there he is.
Well, he came in on that theme, and he's going out on it, plus a new caddy.
with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first in the blue corner, from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing 230 pounds, Ricky Steamboat. His opponent in the red corner, from Scotland, weighing 230 pounds, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Roddy Piper. One fall, 15-minute time limit. The referee, John Lang.
Steamboat. And if he can fill those lungs with oxygen a little more, you'll hear it again.
Well, he's in a bad way right now.
Yes, he is. He's in a lot of trouble.
Took a hard shot there, knocked him right over that bottom rope, out onto the ring apron. Piper standing in the middle of the ring, telling the referee to count faster, count him out. Now Piper comes over, throws another foot into the chest of Steamboat.
He's just hanging on by one arm. Now he's got both of them on the rope.
Piper reaches over, grabs a handful of air, and unloads with another hard right, and down goes
Good
Steamboat.
Lord, he went right into that steel barrier that protects the fans, but not the wrestlers, from the action around the ring, and Steamboat is hanging on for dear life.
Well, he was very fortunate there, John, that he landed on his feet. If he hadn't, it would have been all over, not only for tonight, but he could have been out commissioned for quite some time.
Looking around Maple Leaf Gardens, there's a lot of fans with a concerned look on their face, and justifiably so. Somehow, Steamboat is back front and center. But again, Roddy Piper continues his relentless attack on that classy wrestler from Honolulu, Hawaii. No mercy at all from Piper. John Lang down with a watchful eye on Ricky Steamboat, checking that pulse. And the arm, Steamboat says, look, I can raise it. I'm okay. Now he gets up, or at least tries to. This place will go wild if he can stage any kind of a comeback.
And here he comes, John.
He's
left
trying.
and right. Piper unloads with two more rights. Steamboat comes back and catches Piper with a good right. Now Piper with the left, Steamboat with a right.
That one came right from the shoulder. They're toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Piper took a solid one from Steamboat. Down he goes.
And now Piper out of the ring. Steamboat right out after him. And once again, John, they're over in the area of Norm Kimber.
Uh-oh. No, not this time.
Oh, and Steamboat turns the table that time.
Literally and figuratively. Norm Kimber's table. Now Piper back in the ring. Steamboat is infuriated. We could see a few pages out of the martial arts right here. Look at that.
And another to the head of Piper. Ricky Steamboat pouring it on now. And another one by Steamboat. Now takes Piper in a side headlock. Piper whips him off. Down he goes. And off can
Sleeper.
Piper grabs a sleeper. And John, I don't know. Does this remind you of Johnny Weaver hooking that sleeper right in the middle of the ring?
Yes, sir. Oh, Steamboat. Steamboat is probably in the worst trouble he's been in all night, because he can't raise Roddy Piper off the canvas.
And Piper's got him right in the middle of that ring, or almost in the middle. John
Can't get
Lang.
to the ropes.
No, he can't. John Lang raises that hand once again. Steamboat says, no, I'm not out yet.
Piper's going, what the heck do I have to do to subdue this man from the islands?
Well, he's hit him with the table. He's hit him with the bell. Oh, and a good escape by Ricky Steamboat. Just when you think the man is out of it, he manages somehow, he digs down for that little bit extra and comes out of it. Now,
He picked him up with one hand. Well, how about that, folks?
oh, and he caught him with a tremendous chop.
And a shoulder block. All in one. That came from the third story, folks. And look at Steamboat turn it on.
And Piper reaches up, rips the eyes. And John, I don't know what's holding these two guys up.
It's amazing the way Piper keeps setting. That's right. Now it's Piper's turn from the second story. Oh, he ran right into a chop from Steamboat.
And now Steamboat. Out he goes. Back onto that top rope again.
That could be it. One,
this could be
2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first in the blue corner, from the Lone Star State of Texas, weighing 240 pounds, Blackjack Mulligan Jr. His opponent in the red corner, from California, weighing 340 pounds, Big John Studd. The referee, Tommy Young, one fall, 15-minute time limit.
This is John McGilvray, and I'm with Billy Red Lions, and we are at Maple Leaf Gardens, downtown Toronto, all set to watch what has all of a sudden become a very bitter rivalry. Studd and Blackjack Mulligan Jr. Billy?
Well, we're off to a flying start here, John. The referee didn't even get a chance to give them the instructions. Well, as we know, this is the match everybody's been waiting for, because everyone in the building, and I'm sure anyone that watches Maple Leaf Wrestling, they're aware of the grudge, I should say, that has been going on between Blackjack Mulligan Sr. and Jr. with this Big John Studd.
It started quite some time ago. Now, Studd, of course, is a vintage wrestler. He's been around. The other guy, Blackjack Mulligan Jr., is only 20 years old, and yet this particular rivalry, this grudge, has been going on for quite some time. Now, before we get too far into this, Bill, why not check out the latest list of Maple Leaf Wrestling events for us now?
I'd like to remind all our fans in the Brantford area that Maple Leaf Wrestling returns to the Brantford Civic Center this coming Monday, April the 5th at 8 p.m., featuring all the stars seen here on Maple Leaf Wrestling. But tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens, Frank Tunney presents the card we've all been waiting for. You'll see Tito Zinza going against Tony Rico. In tag action, Indian J. Youngblood and Tony Cannonball Parisi will take on Sergeant Slaughter's recruits. Then you'll see Austin Idol going against Johnny Weaver. In a super heavy match, Blackjack Mulligan Sr. takes on the Oriental Assassin Ninja. An NWA TV title match with a 1-hour time limit this time. Ivan Koloff, the champion, risks his title against Handsome Jimmy from New York City. And finally, a Canadian heavyweight match. Angelo King Kong Mosca, the champion, puts his title on the line against the mystery protege of Big John Studd. Remember, that all takes place tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Is going to give a decision here sometime. He's not going to... I wouldn't want to be that Tommy Young right now trying to move in there, separate these two.
No, that's a very dangerous situation.
Referee Tommy
That's
Young
like walking into a carload of
out
Bobcats.
of the ring. The time, 12 minutes, 10 seconds.
Both men counted up.
Tommy Young got hit. The referee got hit. Out goes Mulligan now. He's outside the protected barrier. Both men have been thrown out. Well, Blackjack Mulligan Jr. is back in the ring. Did you see that right uppercut sustained by referee Tommy Young while he was trying to separate the two? Now Studd is up on the runway. We're still not quite sure whether this bout is officially over or not, Bill.
No. And did you see where Studd, he took Junior, threw him right over the top of that steel barrier that's around ringside. And I don't know where this junior gets his energy from or how he can come back. The bumps that he has taken tonight over the top rope, through the ropes, over that steel barrier. Unbelievable that this young fellow is still able to stand, and he's not finished yet.
No, he isn't.
He says, let's get it on.
I think it's safe to assume, though, that his adrenaline is flowing probably at a much more rapid rate for this particular matchup than any other.
Right, and he believes that the family's honor is at stake here, too. Sure that Junior knows that his father is going to hear about every move about this match. And like you said earlier, John, if Blackjack Sr. is watching this match, you wouldn't want to be in the room where he's watching it.
Well, we got some reinforcements coming in here right now in the form of John Lang, Terry Yorkston, to help out their confrere, Tommy Young. Now, this is the first. I haven't seen referees come to the assistance of a referee in a long time.
Well, we got all three out here.
Hey, stud, anytime you want to take me on any kind of match, K, no disqualification, anything, brother, I'll beat you right here.
That was Blackjack Mulligan Jr. with a word via the PA for Big John Studd. Here he comes. Look out now. Now you have three referees in on this. Someone could get hurt now. If they ever fall into the crowd, they're on the runway.
This is a Pier 5 brawl. And
Yes, sir.
Junior's like, oh, he's a tiger. Is he ready? Is he wound up? Well, somebody set him on fire. Meantime, Tommy Young, Terry Yorkston trying to get John Studd out of there. Trying to get him back to the dressing room. There's young John Lang up on the ramp in the meantime. Trying to calm Blackjack Mulligan Jr. down.
Look at that crowd behind Blackjack Mulligan, and they are there figuratively and literally.
Everybody in the building standing and cheering Junior on. Junior wants that stud out there now. John Lang says, no way. Here we see now. Studs come back out. Terry Yorkston, Tommy Young, still trying to get Stud out of there. Well, John, if he keeps this up, he could be suspended from here indefinitely. We heard Junior say, Stud, I'll take you on any time. No disqualification, anything, you name it. But I want you right here in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
There's Big John Studd. You can see him at the bottom of your screen. Two referees trying to get him out. What a spirited performance.
Well, this is when the referees earn their money. Situations like this.
Yes, sir. And finally, they get Studd to leave, probably with the threat that if you do want to perform here again, you better leave now.
Well, it looks like that's it. Hopefully. There we see Junior walking down the ramp, shakes the hands of the fans.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, due to the double
that's
count
it, John.
both Studd and Mulligan are eliminated from the competition.
Introduction to Handsome Jimmy, that cool kitty from New York City, and Ivan Koloff, and we didn't get a chance.
No, well, Handsome Jimmy, he's living up to his name. He says,
ladies and gentlemen,
Handsome Jimmy.
One fall for the National Wrestling Alliance TV title. The title will be at stake for the 1 hour.
Well, there you heard it, John. It's for the NWA TV title with a 1 hour time limit this time. And I was mentioning earlier, Handsome Jimmy, he says, I'm from the city and I'm always ready. And it was a perfect example. He wasn't waiting for introductions or nothing. He wanted a piece of that Ivan Koloff, and he got a piece of it.
Well, we could be here until the cows come home. Literally, Bill, it has an extended time limit of 60 minutes.
Yes, and I'm sure that every fan here in the Gardens tonight hopes that, well, I think they'd be very happy if Handsome Jimmy would just punish this mad Russian for about 59 minutes and then top him if he could, because they truly love this guy, and they really feel that they get their money's worth when they see Handsome Jimmy.
Well, if you're tuning in for the very first time, Handsome Jimmy is the guy with all that blonde hair around his head and face. There he is right there, and he is a colorful character, let me tell you. From New York City at 250 pounds, he does everything. He writes songs, he sings them before capacity crowds with a big rock and roll band behind him. Whoa! Koloff has been out of the ring more than he's been in tonight, Bill.
Yes, he should have bought a ringside seat, because he's been right next to it for most of the match so far.
All right, Bill, if they can hear us over all of this furor here at the Gardens, let's take time out. Go to Billy Red Lyons now. He has the latest list of Maple Leaf Wrestling events.
On Monday, October the 4th at 8 p.m., Maple Leaf Wrestling returns to the Brantford Civic Center, featuring all the stars seen here on Maple Leaf Wrestling. And on Sunday, October the 3rd at 8 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens, Frank Tunney kicks off the fall season with another spectacular card. You'll see such stars as Nick DiCarlo, the Masked Destroyer, Jose Estrada. He'll go up against the Italian sensation Salvatore Bellomo. Playboy Buddy Rose takes on Tony Garea. Then in tag action, Sergeant Slaughter's recruits, Private Nelson, Private Canota, go up against Paul Jones and Johnny Buzzsaw Weaver. In a Russian chain match for the NWA TV title, Ivan Koloff goes against Handsome Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man. And finally, a WWF Championship match, Bob Backlund the Champion puts his title on the line against Cowboy Bob Orton. Remember, that all takes place on Sunday, October the 3rd, 8 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
It's been a rapid-fire match here so far this evening at the Gardens, as we had anticipated. Ivan Koloff has had a tough time because Handsome Jimmy, with the exception of just a couple of instances where Koloff landed a couple of solid right hands, has pretty well had his own way.
Yes, well, John, he came in there. He started off at 90 miles an hour, and he hasn't let up. He caught this Koloff completely by surprise, caught him off guard. Whatever strategy Koloff figured out for this match, it all went out the window in the first 10 seconds.
You're watching an NWA TV title. It's at stake right here. The title holder is the guy on the mat, Ivan Koloff from Russia. And there's a kind of a funny way to advertise an FM
100, is it?
Radio station.
You know, I was going to say, this is for the NWA TV title. Ordinarily, the title is only at stake for the first 15 minutes of the match. The last time these two met, that 15-minute time limit ran out so quickly that Handsome Jimmy, he wasn't satisfied. And he appealed to the promoter and the head of the NWA. So they give him another match, and they've extended the time limit this time to 1 hour.
Handsome Jimmy from New York City feeling the brunt now of that big left shoulder of Ivan Koloff, and Jimmy came right out of that one. Koloff has had a pile of trouble here tonight at the Gardens. Off the ropes, Jimmy's got him.
Catches him in the abdominal stretch. And John, we could have a new champion right here. He's got him hooked right out the middle, right where he wants him.
If he can hold on.
Terry Yorkston right on top of the situation, watching Koloff, making sure he doesn't grab a handful of hair with that right arm.
Boy, did he catch him in that hold so neatly. That hold has to be so well timed, as our viewers probably are very, very well aware of.
Yes. And Handsome Jimmy hooks him into the sleeper. Got him right in the middle, John. This is where you want your man when you apply that sleeper. Keep him in the middle of that ring. Keep away from the ropes if you can.
Now all he has to do is hang on. Koloff is down on his knees.
He was trying to get to the ropes there. He knows that's about the only counter there is for the sleeper.
He got his foot on the rope, Bill.
He's got his foot hooked there on the bottom rope. Whether Terry Yorkston will... Nah, he's not going to pay any attention to that.
Now he sees it. And he requests a break from Handsome Jimmy. There's the count. And Valiant breaks, but goes right back to that hole.
Yes. The foot came off the bottom rope. Well, once again, he extends that leg out, catches that bottom rope, off it comes again. Jimmy goes for the pin once again, and a 2 count.
That's the second consecutive 2 count for Handsome Jimmy. Off the ropes, Koloff uses that right foot of his. And both of them have been well worked over here tonight at Maple Leaf Gardens.
Well, except... And this is the one. Got to watch out for this one. Koloff tries to set him up to drive that. Oh, and it backfired.
It sure did.
What a bump he took. John, he was about 8-10 feet in the air. Now outside. Handsome Jimmy. Out he goes. In they count. Handsome Jimmy really pouring out. Out goes Koloff once again. Now out goes Handsome Jimmy. Both men outside. Koloff back in. Jimmy back in. Boy, they're making a lot of miles, John.
Toe to toe. There's Koloff off the ropes. Oh, he caught him with an elbow. Did he ever? 1, 2, 3. No, 2
2
1/2. 2 1/2.
and 3/4, I would say. Koloff looked like he wanted to go to the dressing room, John.
I don't blame him.
But Jimmy says, no way.
Look out.
Oh, and what do we got here?
We have one of the Marines of Sergeant Slaughter after we have a bell. We're going to get a disqualification right here.
Yes, one of Sergeant Slaughter's stooges came in and caught Jimmy from behind on the ramp there. Now Koloff, they both go to work on him. They clothesline him
with a belt
coming off.
And the lights are on here at Maple Leaf Gardens.
And complete chaos is broken out here. Everybody in the building is standing. Now Koloff goes to work on Handsome Jimmy. He's got the belt off of Don Cordono there. Sergeant Slaughter stooge, and he's just working over Valiant. He knocks Terry Yorkston down. He doesn't care. He's been disqualified anyway. So he feels no way he's going to lose that title. There, he's got the belt in his hand. Jimmy's outside on the floor.
Terry Yorkston disqualifies Ivan Koloff for outside interference. The winner of the match at 13 minutes, 51 seconds, Handsome Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout, one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the blue corner, from Italy, weighing 245 pounds, Nick DiCarlo.